So guys, hey, welcome again here from Vienna. This is Günther speaking. I'm here in front of the Austrian Parliament. I'm back to making videos. I think this is my way to change the world, and thanks for listening. So I called for Austria to join NATO. That's not a surprise, and also for Kosovo, Ukraine, Bosnia, and for many other countries, and we must be more united. Austrian weapons must also be available for Ukraine, and this is very important. We must copy what the Croatians have done in '95. Congratulations, by the way, Croatia, to your independence and victory day to Oluja. This is a day to celebrate for all Europeans when freedom and national sovereignty and democracy was re-established by the complete unity of Croatia, the liberation of all the Serb-occupied territories, and the same must be done now by Ukraine with Austrian weapons, with European weapons, with the Tauros. Mr. Chancellor Merz, please, and we have to be a little bit faster. This is absolutely what needs to be done. When it comes to the main things, which I say since 20 years, and I found this old article of myself as the Don Quixote of the flat tax, we have to be competitive, we have to be strong, and I call the West, Europe, and also obviously Austria, Ukraine, Kosovo, Bosnia as part of it. This is the logic. We must be economically viable, and therefore we need much lower taxes, 55% like in Austria, or 23 corporation taxes. Crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So our taxes must go down to 15% flat tax, and we must reform our economy, sell the state railways, the state assets. The liberalization and privatization is obviously the answer, and of course a more open Europe in the terms of trade with the United States, a free trade agreement, and we need to have decency in our economic system, more free markets, and then we have also the strength to produce the weapons to defeat our enemies like Russia and potentially, of course, Iran and potentially China, but we don't want to engage in any military war. We didn't want that with Russia neither, but now they do it 3.5 years and we better win it. I'm for winning. If you're for losing, get out of my way. You know, we must win this war, so that's the only way forward. And for this we need the weapons for Ukraine and the strategy, and of course the integration of Ukraine into the EU and the NATO, the Euro, the OSCE, and all the mechanisms we have from Schengen. And again, by the way, just coincidental, I have heard now the border again between Ukraine and Europe is an absolute disaster. The borders in the Balkans. And I appeal again, let's open all these borders. We need borders towards our enemies. We need also borders to Turkey, yes. And we need, of course, supervision in the airspace, in the sea. But we don't need borders to Ukraine, not to the Balkans. And we need to lift all these borders, and we have to revive Schengen. Yeah, that's my short version, what I'm gonna do. And thanks a lot for listening. More to come now. As I have more time, I will explain my whole Fellinger doctrine, Fellinger economics, Fellinger agenda here in my videos in the coming days and weeks. Thanks a lot. All the best for victory, for strong Europe, the victory of the West, the defeat of our enemies. Thanks a lot. And Austria join NATO, and Kosovo, and Bosnia, and Ukraine. Bye.